Welcome in to Ozinga Field, game 2 of 3 here against the Windy City Thunderbolts as the Evansville Otters going for a big series win in the game tonight. Hello everybody, I'm Lucas Macklin. Here from, as I mentioned, Ozinga Field. Evansville took game 1 of the series last night by the score of 7-0. Second straight game, Evansville scored 7 runs, and they got a fantastic outing from their entire pitching staff, but specifically talk about Alex Canny, who was excellent last night, went 5 innings of scoreless baseball, gave up only 2 hits, did walk 4, but struck out 10. Currently the owner of a .87 ERA. He's made 3 appearances. That was only his second start of his professional career. He was followed by his former Ole Miss teammate as well, Gunnar Dennis, who went 2 innings, struck out 4, and gave up 1 hit. Nick McAuliffe and Alex Valdez both pitched scoreless innings, striking out a batter as well. Finishing off the shutout for the Otters. Offensively for Evansville, really 3 big games, couple of hits from Logan Brown and a couple of runs scored. Graham Brown, a 2-run shot on the way to his 2-hit day. And then Crix Tavares' second 3-hit game of the week where he went 3 for 4, had an RBI. Colin Wilbanks also scored 3 runs on the night, reached 3 times and scored every time he reached. So again, the Otters, great team win last night. Now they come back tonight. And obviously it's been a tough season, but this Otters team has done a great job at winning game 1 of series very often. They've done this 5 times this year where they've won the series opener on the road, but every single time they've done that, they have not been able to win one of the next 2 games. But hopefully they can make that change tonight. They'll have Ryan Wiltie on the mound, making a spot start with some injuries and some different complications within the starting rotation. He'll be making his 5th start of the season, his 20th appearance overall. Enters with a 6.33 ERA and 54 innings. Fortunately, as a starter, just hasn't really gone well for him. A 10.4 ERA in his 4 starts. But his last game against Ottawa was one of those where he looked good at times, but just gave up some big runs, including 4 home runs. And really, that was where the big damage was for him. He gave up 6 of his runs on those 4 home runs. He gave up 7 runs and 4 1/3. Walked 2, struck out 7, so he had some good stuff going. But as I mentioned, just struggled. But in spots like this where he's kind of been given short notice, he's worked really well. He's had a couple of really, really good outings that weren't technically starts, where he went very long and pitched really, really well. He had a game against Mississippi where he did that. He had a game against Schaumburg where he did that. And then in his first start of the season, it was a spot start similar to this, where he went 4 2/3, gave up 1 run against Washington in that doubleheader game. He struck out 5, only walked 1, so hopefully we can get a version of that like Ryan Wiltie tonight. And obviously we'll see how long they want him to go. Again, the bullpen overall for Evansville, very rested when you're thinking about how far they are into the week. You've had 4 really, really good starts. Last night was the shortest start, but still pitched some excellent baseball, did Alex Canny. So the bullpen will be widely available tonight if they want him to go maybe a little bit shorter than what he's gone in some of these other starts. That being said, the longest he's gone in a start is 5 innings. But he has pitched up to the 90s in his last 3 starts. But as I mentioned, out of the bullpen, he has been fantastic. He's made 15 appearances out of the bullpen, pitched to a 4.11 ERA in 35 innings, 31 walks, just 31 strikeouts, to just 13 walks. So he has been fantastic at times for Evansville. Hopefully they can get a good match for him tonight. And as I've been saying, this is a big spot here for Evansville. Obviously, the season has not gone the way you want it to go, but you get a chance to have a really fun month of August here. Obviously, the first road trip of the month against Florence went, I can't say about as bad as it went. You're in each one of those games. Just unfortunately came out the bad end of a couple of extra inning games and another game that was by 1 run. Fortunately, this team has lost a ton of games by 1 run, but again, with the bullpen and the pitching we've seen over the last, especially week, this team has really started to find its form. In the last 7 days, they have a pitching ERA of 2.70. Guys like McAuliffe and Garrett Crowley, Nolan Thebe haven't given up a run at the bullpen. Even Wiltie in his last 3 innings hasn't given up a run. You've gotten some fantastic starts out of your starters. And then you've had some really big games from some of your hitters, and specifically Graham Brown, who will be in center field tonight like he has been a lot of times this year, has really started to find his groove back in this Otters lineup. He's had back-to-back games with 2 hits. Last night hit his 10th home run of the season. It was a 2-run shot in the 8th that really blew it open for Evansville, gave him a 6-0 lead at that point. And he's been taking a ton of really, really good at-bats and drawing them out. And then another guy to talk about, obviously, Crix Taveras. What a week he's had entering this game. He is 8 for 13. When you look at just reaching base, he's reached base 10 of 15 times this week. He has 4 RBIs, 4 doubles, including that 3-double game against New York in the opener on August 5th. And on top of it all, he's played some fantastic defense out in the field. He's a guy that's really looked great for the Otters this week, and he will try to keep it going as we near closer to the 6:05 p.m. start time scheduled here at the ballpark. Remember, guys, that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and our 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out Home Team Network today to sign up and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network. When we're back, we'll talk about the starting lineups and the starting pitchers. After a short break here on Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Welcome back into the Papa John's pregame show here at Ozinga Field, getting set for the second game of 3 between the Windy City Thunderbolts and your Evansville Otters. Had a little bit of a pregame country concert before, just ended around 5:30. It was playing a ton of, popular country songs, bit of a cover band type deal. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully that sets the stage for this Otters team to get their first road series win of the season, coming off a great game last night, and just a great team win overall. Set themselves right as they are in game 2 of 6 in this road trip, 3 here in Windy City, and then there will be a rest day Monday, travel day Monday, I should say, and then 3 in Mississippi, trying to get some games back against the Mud Monsters that Evansville's really struggled against this season. Take a look at the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the Windy City Thunderbolts, back in the leadoff spot tonight, Cam Feltz in right field. Batting second and in center field, Michael Sandel. Batting third and at shortstop, James Dunlap. Batting fourth and at first base, Darryl Ruiz. Batting fifth and DHing, David Mayberry. Batting sixth and in left field, Grant Thurman. Batting seventh and at third base, the newly activated Jalen Greer. Batting eighth and at second base, Josh Gibson. And rounding out the lineup, the catcher, Zach Beadle. So the lineup last night, pretty much identical. As I mentioned, Jalen Greer freshly activated before this game. He essentially just fills in that 7 spot that Serratos played at last night. Otherwise, the lineup for the Thunderbolts exactly the same. They'll be sending out Tyler Worley for the start tonight. His third start in a Thunderbolts uniform. He's been off to a hot start. Worley, they acquired from Worley from the Washington Wild Things, and he has appeared in 2 games. He's pitched 3 innings in both of those games where he's given up just 1 run in those 3 innings. He started both games. Both of them were openers, so highly expect him to go 3 innings again and then set it up to the bullpen. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy they give, similar to what we saw from Tommy Shirley back in Quebec. Both times Worley has pitched, he's been followed by Carson Plumidor, so we'll see if that is the direction they go tonight. Worley out of Bradner, Ohio. Again, getting the start tonight for Windy City in an opener-type role. Worley played 3 seasons in the Brewers organization, getting as high as high A, where he pitched there in 24. Pitched to a 4.07 ERA, and as I mentioned, his rights were traded to Windy City not too long ago, and since then he's become a very good opener for the Thunderbolts squad. He'll go up against the Otters lineup that's going to look like this, similar to what we saw with Thunderbolts. Very similar lineup with just one change. Two changes. Dennis Pierce into the leadoff spot after getting a rest day. Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, is back at third base. Batting second, and in right field, J.T. Benson. Batting third and at first base after DHing last night, L.J. Jones. Batting fourth and catching after playing first base last night will be Logan Brown. Batting fifth and in left field, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth after his home run last night, Graham Brown. Batting seventh and at second base, J.J. Cruz. Batting eighth and back in the lineup tonight, DHing will be Jared Campbell. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop and hottest player on the team right now, Crix Tavares. Mentioned that Ryan Wiltsey will be making his 5th start of the season, his 20th appearance. His 2nd year as an Evansville Otter. He has, again, done a really, really good job in these short notice spot start type of games where he's either come in really early, whether it was the game where Brahms was hurt or pitching just wasn't getting it done. He's done really good in these performances, so hopefully you get another one of those tonight. Again, after his 3 years with the St. Mary's Gales from 22 to 24, joined Evansville last year after his college season, made 21 appearances and 1 spot start where he pitched to a 4.5 ERA in 40 innings. This year, again, it's up at 6.33, but again, it just hasn't really been as good as he has been in the bullpen as a starter for, whatever reason that may be. But again, a spot tonight where he's going to go out there and give the Otters 4 or 5 innings of good baseball, keep them in the game. Again, this Evansville squad has been really good at pushing across some runs, especially last night. Just did a good job at getting those runs in when they got on base. Didn't have too many moments where they left more on the board than you would have liked to see. So hopefully they can have another one of those games tonight. And again, it's going to be an interesting and fun game here in Windy City. The Otters still searching for that ever-elusive first road series win. Both of these teams entering this ballgame at the bottom of their respective divisions. Both of them currently at the bottom of the Midwest Conference, but no reason to not be fighting. As we mentioned, Windy City last night came in 7-3 in their last 10. They are still 7-3 in their last 10. They've been playing some really good baseball as of late. They enter at 29-47. Last night's game was the first time in 7 games where their starters had given up 1 or more runs. Again, those also look similar with the Tyler Worley starts where he only goes 3 innings. But they did it last night against one of, if not their best pitcher in the rotation, in Greg Duncan. Hopefully tonight they can do it against Worley or anybody that comes after him. Evansville entering at 27-49. They're just 2 games behind Windy City currently. Both teams are 18 games out of their respective divisions. Lake Erie entering at 44-30. They are 2 games above Washington. Currently for the Central Division lead, with Florence now 10 games back at 34-40. Last night in the Central Division, it was obviously Evansville with the win. Washington took a big win over Gateway, 14-1. And then Lake Erie, for the second night in a row, came back from a 9th-inning deficit to win the ball game. They won 4-3 against Florence. It looked like Florence had that game in the bag the entire game until Lake Erie scored 1 in the 8th and 3 in the 9th. Sorry, 3 in the 9th and 1 no, I was right. 1 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th to win the ball game. It was the game prior to that for Lake Erie where they scored 4 in the 9th to tie it and then 1 in the 10th to win it. Tonight, as will be the same, Florence and Lake Erie will play against each other once again, as will Washington and Gateway. Both games are set to start off around the same time as the Otters ball game. And we'll keep an eye on those games as well. The big game that's probably going on between a couple of the big teams, New York and Schaumburg. It was a fun one last night. Schaumburg took it 9-8 with 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead, or to give them an even bigger lead. New York did score 3 in the 9th, but just couldn't complete the comeback. And for the Ottawa and Quebec series, Quebec took a handily win in Game 1. They won 11-3, pushing Ottawa back even further. Although they have started the game here for Game 2, and Ottawa's already up 5-0 in the top of the third. See if they'll be able to hold on to that as we go along. And that'll do it for the Papa John's pregame show. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on before the game as we get set for the 6:05 p.m. scheduled start here at Ozinga Field. Take a short break, and when we're back, get the national anthem and the first pitch here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last falling, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's about time for baseball as we near the first pitch here at Ozinga Field. Tyler Worley taking the mound. Behind the plate, Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Mentioned that Worley, used as an opener, has gone 3 innings in both of his 2 starts, so expect more of the same here in this ball game. Hopefully Evansville can try to jump on him early and put some runs up and give their starter Ryan Wiltsey an early lead. The Otters trying to get a big win here in Game 2, secure themselves their first road series win of the season. They've been close a lot of times. As I mentioned, they've won the series opener on the road 5 times this year. Really, actually 6 times this year. They've been into 7 rubber matches on the road this season, but have not been able to take any of them. And now they've got a big chance here tonight to go ahead and knock that out of the way, get the first road series win, have a chance to go for the sweep tomorrow. And with Braden Scott on the mound tomorrow night, you feel really good about your chances then, but you would love to get the win tonight, not worry about that tomorrow, not worry about those big 0-7 stats in road series rubber matches. Big chance tonight. And hopefully the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, can get us started. back at third base tonight, back in the lineup. Ellis Schwartz was in the leadoff spot last night. He is getting a day off as well. Just in a normal rotation. Dennis Pierce has been excellent for Evansville. Obviously, as I mentioned, got the night off last night, but man, he's been so good in the leadoff spot for Evansville. Entering with a .302 batting average. The first pitch of the game is going to miss low and get us started underway here at Ozinga Field. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Pierce. Swings through that one. Does foul tip it back into the catcher's mask. And the count will be 1-1. Pierce in his 44th game for the Otters this season. Just one hit in 3 games against New York this week, but it's been excellent for the Otters overall as he fouls that one off. Now he's behind 1-2. Did draw a couple of walks over the week, though. Scored a couple of runs as well. It's not like he hasn't been getting on base. His OBP still up at 392, just a little bit below 400 for the Otters leadoff batter. 1-2 pitch. That one does miss outside. Good take for Pierce, and that's 2-2. Worley, who works from the windup, far first base side of the rubber, delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one on a line to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That one's going to roll. It's going to be roll all the way to the wall as he gets under the glove of Feltz. Pierce rounding second. He's heading for third. Throw's going to come into third. It's not going to be in time. And that's going to be a leadoff triple for the Otters, Dennis Pierce. And he gets us started underway quickly in this ball game. Feltz tried to cut it off. Again, the turf field here at Ozinga Park helps the Otters there. And now there's a run at third base. No one away for J.T. Benson. Mention what a way to get us started. Pierce's second triple of the season. And now it's J.T. Benson. First pitch swings through that one. Goes behind 0-1. Infield already playing in. Again, only a runner at third, so you think about just trying to save that run by all means possible. Benson, who did get a sac fly last night. And another spot for that here. Worley from the stretch now. The 1-0 pitch, that one in the dirt. Evens the count up at 1-1. Benson awaits the 1-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards the shortstop. Dunlap with a nice backhand grab. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Pierce still at third base. Hit pretty well, but nice backhand sliding snag by Dunlap, and there's one away. But now it's L.J. Jones. Big spot here. Jones last night did not record a hit, breaking up his 4-game hit streak, but did draw a walk. First pitch swinging, foul taps it into the glove. He'll be behind 0-1. Obviously still very early in this game, still top of the first inning, just 1 out recorded, but you cannot strand a run at third when he got there with no one out, especially this early in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jones. Foul that one back, and now he's behind 0-2. Got to be able to pick up that runner from third some way, somehow. Logan Brown into the cleanup spot, switching with Keenan Taylor. They were 4-5 last night. Quick swap. So he is on deck. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Takes that one outside. Good take from Jones there. Makes the count 1-2. LJ entering with a .272 batting average, has 41 RBIs on the season. First year Evansville Otter. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses outside. It's 2-2. former Springfield Cardinal. Is in there, the Cardinals AA affiliate back in 23, his 5th professional season. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A big out number 2, and now the Otters are going to need a single or a mistake from Windy City to score that runner from third base. And it's Logan Brown to try to pick up his team here. A couple of hits for him last night, including a double. Big spot, 2 outs, runner at third base. A leadoff triple from Dennis Pierce. Now first pitch swinging as that one is below the zone, and he starts behind 0-1. Brown has been fantastic on the road this season. Talked about how good of a road trip he had through Lake Erie and Ottawa. He's had a really good start to this road trip with a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored last night. 0-1 pitch. That one misses low. It's 1-1. Earned a walk. Didn't get an RBI last night, but a big RBI spot here. Worley coming set. Delivers the 1-1 pitch to the Otters catcher. That one misses high and wide. It's 2-1. Brown has some pop, obviously, to the right field with both his home runs coming that way. But we've seen many times this year he's gone to left center or just left field in general to find some open grass. 2-1. That one misses inside. It's 3-1. He's also willing to take his walks. Had one of those last night. Also stole his first base last night. Worley sets and delivers the 3-1 pitch. Swings that one. Looper towards second. Gibson takes it in on a hop. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. And Worley escapes a leadoff triple. The Otters can't bring him in. And they go down in the first inning scoreless. They head to the bottom of the first here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Ryan Wiltsey takes the mound for his 5th start of the season. Wiltsey on the mound behind the plate, Logan Brown. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answered Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answered Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Wiltsey coming in a spot start situation. Hopefully he'll be able to live up to what he's done in some of those. Here's the first pitch to Cam Feltz as that one finds the zone. And he starts ahead of Feltz 0-1. Feltz last night went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. That one fouled back. Now it's 1-1. Uncommon for the guy at the top of the lineup who's done a great job at getting on base, getting hits, and stealing bags. Didn't have a chance to do that last night. Had a flyout, and as I mentioned, with those 3 strikeouts. 0-2 pitch. That one misses high. Now the count's 1-2. Wiltie works quickly. That one misses high. Now it's 2-2. Wiltie's last time out showed that he has really good strikeout stuff. 7 strikeouts and 4 1/3. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inner half. German American Bank strikeout to start the ball game for Ryan Wiltie, and there's 1 away. So with 1 out, it's up to Michael Sandel. Batting in the 2-hole like he did last night. Reached a couple of times. Once he got a single in the first inning, got hit by a pitch. That one finds the zone as Wiltie jumps out in front 0-1. Also struck out twice as well. Again, the Otters team with 16 strikeouts to staff last night. 0-1 pitch. That misses outside. It's 1-1. The Rebel duo of Canny and Gunnar Dennis pitched 7 innings, struck out 14 and didn't allow a run. Takes that one just a bit high. 2-1 to the Thunderbolts center fielder. Sandel won Player of the Week earlier this season. As that one lined up the middle, that's going to get through for a base hit over the head of J.J. Cruz, who was playing up the middle. That's his second hit of the weekend. Both hits have come for him in the first inning as well. With 1 away, it's the shortstop, James Dunlap. Dunlap, who had a great defensive play in the top of the first to keep this game scoreless, now steps in with a runner on and 1 away. First pitch to him. Takes that one. In there for a strike. Back throw to first base, but nothing doing with Sandel over there at first. Dunlap with hits in each of his last 4 games. 2 hits back on August 5th against Washington. Runner takes off for second. Pitches a called strike. Throw down is not in time. There's 2 strikes on Dunlap, but Sandel takes second base. That's Sandel's 15th stolen base of the season. Now there's a runner in scoring position. Still only 1 out. 2 strikes, though, on Dunlap. Wiltie comes set. Looks back at second. Now delivers the 0-2 pitch. That one fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. The Otters and Thunderbolts, one of 7 Frontier League games that are underway right now. 0-2 pitch. That one lined in the right field. That one's going to drop in front of Benson for a base hit. Sandel will hold at third, needing to wait. That pitch will come all the way to Logan Brown. But now there are runners at the corners with 1 away, and now both pitchers needing to work around a runner at third with less than an out, or less than 2 outs. It's Wiltie's turn to navigate this with runners in the corners and 1 away. It's Daryl Ruiz. Ruiz last night 0 for 3 with a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. That one lined into right. Benson's going to be able to get it under for out number 2. Sandel was trying to take home. He didn't even recognize that ball wasn't dropping, so he has to go back to third, and there's 2 away. Or maybe he thought there was 2 outs. I'm not sure, but he just didn't tag up, and that's going to allow that runner to still be at third base. They need a hit or an error to get that runner home now. So 2 away, runners in the corners. Now it's David Mayberry. First pitch, he takes outside ball 1. This is the first time in the series that Windy City's even had a runner at third base. Here's the 1-0, breaker. Called ball 2, that one looked good, but maybe just missed inside. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Mayberry. That one does find the zone. It's 2-1 now. Around the horn for the umpires. Rotation. The home plate umpire last night, Dario Rivero at third base. Tyler Melhop over to first. And behind the plate, Gabriel Alfonso. Dunlap dancing over there at first. Here's the 2-1. That one fouled back. Now it's 2-2. Florence and Lake Erie has jumped up to a 4-0 lead in the top of the first already. Gateway and Washington still scoreless. Mississippi and Joliet still scoreless as well. Counts 2-2, 2 away, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Breaker. That one stayed maybe just high or inside, but count runs full. And now Alfonso stepped back behind the catcher Brown. Counts full. 2 away. That runner at first. Dunlap will get a head start. Here's the payoff pitch. Taken just high, ball 4. And now a walk loads the bases with 2 away. Grant Thurman will step to the plate. Last night, 0 for 3. He walked his first time up, struck out a couple of times. His last time up, he did hit one hard to right field, but was caught at the track. Logan Brown out there to talk with his pitcher for a second. Now he will start his walk back behind the plate. It's a lot of traffic on the bases right now. Sandel at third, Dunlap at second, Mayberry now at first. Grant Thurman at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him, inside, ball 1. Thurman, who enters below a 200 batting average. Stands in the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Takes that one. Called ball 2. Wiltsey hasn't missed by much on a lot of these pitches, but he hasn't been giving them. Now here's the 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside. 3-0, nowhere to put him. He's got to go after him. Thurman, who's in his 22nd game here with Windy City this season. Played 2 seasons with the Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons. 3-0 pitch. That misses ball 4, and a run will score on a walk. Back-to-back walks allows a run to score, and now Wiltsey's going to try to find his way back into the zone. So he's missed now five straight pitches. So now Jalen Greer will step into the right-handed batter's box. Just activated off the injured list for Windy City. First pitch to him, misses high, and now that's 6 straight pitches that have missed the zone. Greer making his first appearance since June 22nd. 1-0 pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count leaving up at 1-1. Wiltsey with the bases loaded, still pitching from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Greer. Swings through that one. Back over at first base, and called safe over at first base. Bang, bang play. Almost got him too far off the bag. Counts 1-2. Say Thurman may have nicked something over there. He's looking a little gimpy. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outer edge. Second German-American Bank strikeout in the first inning for Ryan Wiltsey, but a run does score on a walk. So the Otters will play from behind for the first time this series. They will come back to the plate down by 1 here in the second here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We had the second here in Windy City, just south of Chicago in Crestwood, Illinois, at Ozinga Field. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday evening version of Otters baseball. Evansville got a leadoff triple from Dennis Pierce in the first inning, but unfortunately he could not come around to score. Benson hit a hard ground out to short. Great play by Dunlap to keep him from scoring. LJ Jones struck out. Logan Brown grounded out. And Pierce was stranded at third base. Bottom half of the inning, Wiltie allowed a run on a walk, but did strand the bases loaded to avoid any more damage. So Evansville playing from behind for the first time this series. They're down 1-0. And Keenan Taylor will step back into the box. First time tonight for him. Worley will deliver the first pitch. That one misses inside at ball one. Worley working around 91-92. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Taylor. That one a high pop-up, shallow right field. Gibson will try to find his way under it. He will, and bring it in for out number one. That'll lead to Graham Brown. Brown hit a home run last night. There is not currently, but a few gusts of winds coming from right to left on the ballpark. Brown will step in with one away after a big two-hit game last night. First pitch to him here. Front door breaker misses just inside. And Brown will start in front 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to him. That one does find the zone. Another front door breaker. Now it's 1-1 count to the Otters center fielder. 1-1 pitch. That one called strike two on the outer edge. Now the count's 1-2 to Graham Brown, who pushed his average back up to 260 last night. Hit his 10th home run of the season, his 20 doubles, a triple. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul off of himself, and we'll do 1-2 again. Both Logan and Graham Brown have both had two hit nights last night. Both had an extra base hit as well. Worley will work from the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses way high. So that'll make the count 2-2. Brown finished off the series against New York with the two-hit game. Went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Last night went 2 for 5. 2 RBIs as well that night. 2-2 pitch. He fouls off. Good battle here from Graham Brown. Has scored a run in each of his last 2 games. Also had a sac fly back in the game on the finale on the 7th against New York. The next 2-2 delivery, and that one is lined foul out of play. Great battle here from Graham Brown. Continues to fight. Worley has already used 27 pitches so far. Takes a deep breath and now winds and delivers the 2-2. That one lined to third, but foul again. Worley his first time out through 49 pitches, the second time 57. Next 2-2, that one's fouled off again. Brown not going down without a fight. And again, both of those games were 3-inning outings. So far this year, 3 walks to now 5 strikeouts with the strikeout of LJ Jones. 2-2, that one on a line towards right. Felt's in on it. He's going to be able to get under it and bring it in for out number 2. So it'll be up to J.J. Cruz to try to extend the second inning. The Otters last night didn't get a base runner through the first 2 innings before exploding in the third for 2 runs. They had 2 more in the fourth, and then scored 3 more in the 8th to get their 7 runs. Worley breathes and delivers the first pitch to Cruz that misses high and away for ball 1. Last night for Cruz, a hit and a walk, went 1 for 3. He began the Otters' rally in the third with a single. 1-0 pitch, that one misses low, it's 2-0. Cruz with his average at 257 this year, 9 home runs, 41 RBIs. 4 RBIs in the series finale against New York, including a 3-run shot. 2-0 pitch, that misses inside, it's 3-0. So Worley starting to struggle to find the zone here with 2 away in the bottom of the, or top of the second. Here's the 3-0 delivery to Cruz. Takes that one high, ball 4, a Deerhead side walk, cafe and bar to extend the inning to Jared Campbell. Campbell with a home run back on the third against Florence, his only hit in his last 5 games. Has earned 2 walks in that time. Only his 7th game this year for the Otters, though. So it's still very much early. First pitch to him, finds the zone. So he'll start behind 0-1. Trying to emit a 2-out rally here. Cruz earned a walk. And now Campbell behind 0-1, throw over to first, nothing doing. Again, these two teams become vastly different in the stolen base department. Windy City stands at the top of the Frontier League. Evansville near the bottom. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and in. So the count will even up at 1-1. Cruz himself does have 5 stolen bases on the season. Now here's the 1-1 pitch. He takes that one, called strike 2 at the letters. So now the count's 1-2. Cruz's last stolen base did come on the third against Florence, though. Before that, last one was in Quebec. 1-2 pitch. Taken outside, just missed, 2-2. Home crowd didn't agree with that one. Campbell now worked a 2-2 pitch, 2 away. Runner at first is Cruz. Here's the delivery from Worley. Check to swing, doesn't matter. It's in the zone for strike 3. So he goes down looking, and the Otters are through 2 scoreless. We head to the bottom half. Otters trail by 1 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you can be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com.
We head to the bottom of the second inning here at Ozinga Field. Ryan Wiltsey finishing up his warm-ups. Country night here at the ballpark after Swifty night last night. Playing a guessing game down on the field right now of country songs. I gotta be honest, they did better than I did. Don't know if I knew a single one that they played. Sure, maybe I did, but now Wiltsey's, after giving up a run on a walk last inning, will try to bounce back here in the second. It'll be 8-9-1. Josh Gibson, the former Evansville Otter, only played a couple of games. Both played against this Windy City team. First pitch finds the zone. Gibson will start behind 0-1. Gibson didn't record a hit in an Otters uniform, but did earn 3 walks during his time. The 0-1 pitch finds the zone, and now Gibson behind 0-2. Last night for Gibson, he went 0 for 3 with a walk. He also stole a base, his 16th of the season. That one misses high. It's 1-2. Gibson, the only player in the Frontier League with 15 or more stolen bases that hasn't been caught stealing. That one misses just outside. It's 2-2. Wiltsey got him at 0-2. It's now 2-2 count. Short wind and deliver. That one misses high, and now the count runs full. Gibson's worked the full count. Here's the pitch. That one misses high, ball 4. His third walk and 4 batters for Wiltsey. He's just lost him there. Had him at 0-2. Couldn't find the put-away pitch. Last 2 pitches were fastballs that missed high. And now it'll be the 9-hole hitter, Zach Beadle, will step up with a runner at first base, no one away. Beadle last night 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, entering with a .219 batting average. Gibson, I mentioned, see if he takes off as that first pitch does find the zone. So Wiltsey back in the count at 0-1. See if Gibson's going to take off here. He leads off first base, decent lead over there. The 0-1 pitch, that's a breaker, finds the zone as well, perfectly placed. Now the count 0-2 to the catcher. Wiltsey looks in, takes a quick look at first, now comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch, called, strike 3 at the letters. Third German-American Bank strikeout for Ryan Wiltsey, his third through an inning and a third, and there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup, Cam Feltz. Feltz struck out swinging his first time up. He's now struck out 4 times this weekend in 5 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Gibson takes a big jump but stops. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Feltz, no home runs on the season, but a .287 average entering the ballgame, 33 stolen bases. Gibson trying to steal, doesn't. That one put down, bunt perfectly on the left side. Pierce is going to barehand it, throw to first, not going to be nearly in time. And a bunt single now puts runners at first and second with only one away. Can't place a bunt down any more perfect than that. For the speed of Feltz, it would have been a nearly impossible play. So runners at first and second, one away. Otters trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Wiltsey trying to find his way out of it. He'll face Michael Sandel, who singled and scored against him in the first inning. First pitch misses just maybe a bit high. Counts 1-0 to Sandel, entering with a .256 batting average, team leading 14 home runs on the season. Waits and delivers the 1-0 pitch, foul tipped into the glove, and the count will even up at 1-1. Mentioned last time Wiltsey was out, had really good strikeout stuff, 7 strikeouts, only 2 walks. He already has 3 in this game. It was the home run that bit him in his last time out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one lined to center. Brown doesn't have to move much, though, and will bring it in for out number 2. Gibson will tag and head to third. He will stay put there. Well hit off the bat of Sandel, but it doesn't do any damage. So now there's 2 away with the runners on the corners for James Dunlap. Dunlap singled his first time up as well. Feltz over at first, Gibson at third. First pitch finds the zone. So Dunlap will start behind 0-1. It was an 0-2 pitch that Dunlap singled on his last time up. Feltz over at first, mentioned he's the stolen base king on this team with 33. He does take off, pitches high, throw is not going to go down. Logan Brown will eat it. Tried to fake Gibson out, he wasn't fooled, so another stolen base for Feltz. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Wiltsey trying to work around another jam here. Counts 1-1 to Dunlap, standing in the right-handed batter's box. Here is the 1-1 pitch, but first he steps off. Wants to reset himself. Logan Brown has caught all 4 of Wiltsey's starts this season. Fortunately, Wiltsey is 0-2. Both those losses coming in his last 2 starts. Here's the 1-1 breaker. That one just stays high. It's 2-1. For Wiltsey against Quebec, which was a couple of starts ago, he went 5 innings. He gave up 7 runs in an inning. Only gave up 2 runs the rest of the game. It was just a big inning for him, trying to avoid that here. 2-1 pitch, another breaker. That one does find the outside corner. And the count's evened up at 2-2 for the Thunderbolts shortstop. The owner of a .306 batting average, 22 RBIs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chopper back up the middle. It's going to go foul. And I guess a good thing it went foul because Feltz was already to third base. Gibson hadn't moved. Now, surely Gibson had a better view, so he probably knew it was foul, but count still 2-2, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. It was a 2-out walk that scored the first run of this game for Windy City. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Misses high, count runs full. Ruiz on deck. There is a base open, but I'd like to get this guy here. Wiltsey comes set. Delivers the payoff pitch. That one lined to right. In on it is Benson, still coming in. He dives and he catches it. What a catch by JT Benson to save 1, if not 2 runs. And the inning is over scoreless. We'll head to the third. Otters still trail by 1 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
To the third inning we go. It'll be 9-1-2 for Evansville, and that 9-0 hitter, Crix Tavares, trying to start off Evansville here. A great 3-hit performance for him last night. Again, trying to set Evansville up here as they trail by 1 in the top of the third. First pitch to him, finds the zone. He'll start from behind 0-1. With his week, Tavares has pushed his average up to 348, has 4 doubles, 4 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one lined up the middle. Dunlap able to glove it. Spin throw to first is in time, and there's 1 away. Well hit by Crix, but just able to find a hole, and there's, with 1 out, back to the top of the lineup, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, will step in trying to jumpstart Evansville's offense. Talked about Logan Brown's road play. Dennis Pierce has been a road monster. He's really come off that fantastic road trip against Lake Erie, Quebec, and Ottawa. First pitch, checked his swing. Wasn't even close to going. So the count's 1-0. Worley works from the windup. 1-0 pitch misses high. It's 2-0 to Pierce. Tied now with the team lead in home runs with Graham Brown, 10 apiece. Worley looks in, agrees, now winds and delivers. 2-0 pitch. Swings that one high, pop-up, but out of play. It'll be a 2-1 count now. Mentioned this is Pierce's 44th game after playing 56 with East Stroudsburg this season. 2-1 pitch, fouls that one off. And now he's behind on the count, evened up at 2. Had 19 home runs over there with the Warriors of East Stroudsburg. Had 14 home runs with Valdosta State back in 24 as well. Here's the next 2-2 delivery to Pierce. Fouls that one off. That one's going to get out of play as well, and he stays alive. Worley so far during his career with Windy City, he's done a good job at limiting runs, but he's not had good put-away stuff. He's had to go through a lot of pitches to get through his innings. 2-2, that one's fouled off. We'll do it again. And if tonight's indication, when he gets 2 strikes, players have done a good job. Saw it with Graham Brown. Now we're seeing it with Pierce, fouling off pitches and staying alive. 2-2. Pops that one up. That one's going to stay in the infield. Dunlap moving over. It'll be the third baseman, Greer, who's going to call it and bring it in for out number 1. 2. So it'll be JT Benson trying to keep this inning alive. The Otters so far, through 10 batters, have reached base once. Here's the first pitch to Benson. That one high, pop up, shallow right field. Gibson out on it, in on his Feltz. It'll be Feltz who calls him off, and he catches it, brings it in for out number 3. So the Otters go down 1, 2, 3 in the third. They still trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the third here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
The Otters go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third here at Ozinga Park. Otters still trail 1-0 after a run was scored on a walk back in the first inning. And it will be the 4, 5, 6 batters here to meet Ryan Wiltsey. As Wiltsey has worked through 2 innings. He's worked through a ton of traffic, but only allowed 1 run, which again, mentioned it in the pregame show, just trying to keep Evansville in the game. It's going to be the key for him here. As he does his short windup, first pitch to Ruiz. Called a ball. Ruiz flew out to right field his first time up. It looked like it was deep enough to be a sac fly. As that one lifted into center field, that's going to send Graham Brown back. Still going back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Ruiz hits his 6th home run of the season, doubling the lead for Windy City. And now the Otters have to play from behind 2. That is Wiltsey's 7th home run he's given up over his last 3 starts. Mentioned that was his big kryptonite back in the start against Ottawa. And now face David Mayberry trying to reset himself. First pitch, a breaker that misses high. It's ball 1. Mayberry walked his first time up. 1-0 pitch. That one does find its mark, and the count will even up at 1-1. The Otters have to play from behind even more now as the 1-1 pitch finds the zone to jump out in front of them 1-2. Had Mayberry at 2 strikes back in the first inning, but ended up losing him. 1-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outer edge. 4th German American Bank strikeout for Ryan Wiltsey, and there's 1 away here in the third. Grant Thurman will step up next. He walked home a run his first time up. Thurman in his 22nd game here with Windy City. First pitch on the ground towards first. Jones will backhand it. Toss to Wiltsey. He's going to slide for it. Can't get it. Logan Brown is backing him up, so no advance. Oh, and he's going to call him out. They're going to say that he made the turn towards first as he was walking back to first. He was making a turn towards second, and there's 2 away. And the Otters catch a break. Couldn't make the play. And now, manager Toby Hall out there to have a chat with the first base umpire, Tyler Melhop. Interesting call there. I wasn't paying attention exactly to see if he had indicated, but I mean, that's the reason for the call, is that he made a motion towards first. He was in foul territory when he was tagged, but it doesn't matter if you do make that initial motion. If you don't get back to first, you're out. Logan Brown heads up play to toss it over to first. And now there's 2 away. First pitch to Greer finds the zone. So he starts behind 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. That one misses outside. It's 1-1. Wiltsey trying to work quickly here. He's got 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. A solo shot from Dale Ruiz has doubled the lead. 1-1 swings through that one, does Greer. Now it's 1-2. Mentioned Greer freshly activated. First game back with Windy City since June 22nd. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The 5th German-American Bank strikeout for Ryan Wiltsey, but he does give up a run on the solo shot from Ruiz. The Otters trail 2-0 as we head to the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network, Inter 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
So now 5 strikeouts for Ryan Wiltsey through 3. He has given up 2 runs. The Otters trail 2-0. It'll be L.J. Jones to lead it off against Tyler Worley here in the 4th inning. Worley now trying to have his longest start of the season. Again, the most pitches he's thrown is 57, but he is only going 3 innings in both of his first 2 starts. Here's the first pitch to L.J. Jones. First pitch finds the zone. He'll start behind 0-1. L.J. last night with a walk in the 7th. Struck out his first time up tonight. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing. Did not go, says Tyler Melhop. So the count will even up at 1-1. Worley, here's pitch 52 on the night. This one to L.J. Jones. On the ground towards third, past the diving glove of Greer. It'll be stopped by Thurman. It'll hold L.J. Jones to a single, but a hard rocket. Third base ball gets away. Jones extends a little bit, but he's going to get back. Didn't get away enough. And a leadoff base hit for Evansville. Chance to strike back here in the fourth. Logan Brown, his first time up, grounded out, little jam shot to first. Trying to keep this train moving here after the L.J. Jones single. First pitch to him, swings at it, fouls that one off. So he'll start behind 0-1. Jones and Wilbanks both splitting catching duties. Wilbanks caught last night. Jones back behind the plate tonight. Worley sets, delivers. Brown squares on a bunt, but back to the pitcher. He'll just take the out at first. It will advance L.J. Jones to second base. And there's one away with the runner in scoring position for Evansville. So now runner in scoring position for Keenan Taylor. Popped up to second base his first time up. There was space for Logan Brown if he bunted it down the third baseline, but instead it was more towards the first baseline. Easy play for Worley to make. Didn't risk going to second. Here's the first pitch to the Otters' left fielder tonight. Swings that one high, pop up towards the second baseman again. Gibson gonna call everybody off and catch it on the edge of the infield for out number 2. So now it'll be Graham Brown with 2 away. He flew out to right his first time up. The Otters have had a base runner in 3 of the 4 innings, but nothing has been together. Pierce tripled to start the game, but wasn't scored. Cruz walked with 2 outs in the second. That pitch misses, gets away a little bit, but not enough for Jones to advance, as that will make the count 1-0. Still no action in the bullpen for Windy City. Here's the 1-0 pitch to the Otters center fielder. Worley sets, waits, and delivers. That one misses. It's 2-0. Worley has started throughout his career, but once he was within the Brewers organization, he mostly became a reliever. Again, at a 4.07 ERA at high A back in 2024, but he's here with Windy City in 25. Brown takes that pitch low. It's 3-0. Base open. Graham Brown represents the tying run at the plate. J.J. Cruz is on deck waiting. Worley sets once again. Delivers the 3-0 pitch. Swinging, high pop-up. That one's going to be just in front of the home plate. Some action. It's going to be dropped by Worley, and everybody's going to be safe. Jones takes third. The wind kept pushing it out. It was initially Beetle was trying to get under it. It ended up getting to Worley. He was just kind of moving in. I don't think he was expecting it, and it bounced off the heel of his glove. And now there are runners at first and third with 2 away. The Otters catch a break. Some action going on in the Thunderbolts bullpen now. No one warming up yet, just some action out there. So now J.J. Cruz, who walked his first time. First pitch to him, swinging. Pretty well hit into left field, but it's going to get out of play, and the count will be 0-1. Cruz last night reached twice, singled his first time up, and scored. Now he hits with a couple of runners on, one in scoring position, and a big chance to try to take advantage of that mistake. 0-1 pitch breaker misses high and wide. It's 1-1. Just looks like he lost control of that a little bit. Worley played 4 seasons with the Tiffin Dragons in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference. Now here's the 1-1 pitch. Backdoor breaker. That one finds the zone. And now Cruz behind 1-2. Played some summer ball with the Morehead City Marlins, where he made 9 appearances, 8 starts, pitched to a 3.57 ERA, and he got signed with the Milwaukee Brewers after that in 22. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. Brown was taking off, but he'll have to go back. Count still 1-2 to the Otters' second baseman. Trying to keep this rally going. Trying to bring home a run, if not more. Here's the 1-2. Brown takes off again. Takes that one low. Throws going to go down to second. It's going to be in time, and he's out. Gunned out trying to take second base. And that will end the 4th inning for the Otters. They still trail by 2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Ryan Wiltsey out there for his 4th inning of work. Gave up a solo shot in the 3rd that gave Windy City a 2-0 lead, but a couple of strikeouts, sandwiched by a heads-up play from Logan Brown to get a runner out at first base. Helped him out of the inning afterwards, so now he will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters this inning. Gibson faced him last time, walked and got to third base before being stranded there his first time up. He'll step in with a couple of walks this series. First pitch to him. That one finds the zone. He starts behind 0-1. Wiltsey had him at 0-2 before he ended up losing him. A couple of stolen bases as well for Gibson in this series. That one hit pretty well into left. It's going to send Taylor back, still back to the track. He's going to be able to get under and bring it in for out number 1. Wind carried that one out as deep as it could go, but good read there by Taylor to get under it. And with 1 away, it'll be the catcher, Zach Beadle, who will step in with 1 away. Beadle this series 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. He's gone down looking a couple times. He's gone down swinging a couple of times. First pitch from Wiltsey swings through that breaker. Jumps out in front 0-1. Looks like Wiltsey's gotten himself into a groove here. Struggled with quite a bit of traffic in the first couple of innings. Had to strand 5 and give up 1 run. That one finds the zone, and now the count's 0-2. But has now set down 6 of his last 7 batters. And he's got Beal here at 0-2 as well. Wiltsey agrees. Short wind and deliver. 0-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the glove for strikeout number 5 on the game for Ryan Wiltsey. Strikeout number 6, rather. German American Bank strikeout for Ryan Wiltsey, and there's 2 away. So with 2 outs, it's Cam Feltz who will step back into the left-handed batter's box. 1 for 2 on the game. He got his first hit of the series last time. Stole a base as well, but was stranded at second base. First pitch to him, misses outside, ball 1. Wiltsey working quickly. The 1-0 pitch to Feltz. That one lined into left, but it's going to get foul and out of play, and the count will be 1-1. Feltz at the top of this lineup for Windy City for good reason. Your prototypical leadoff hitter gets on a base a ton, steals a ton of bags. 1-1 pitch that misses outside, 2-1. It was a bunt single for him last time up. Third in the team with batting averages. He checked his swing there. He did go around, says the third base umpire, Dario Rivera. The count's 2-2. Had a 9-game hit streak broken up last night, and that swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 more German American Bank strikeouts for Ryan Wiltsey in this inning. He's up to 7 on the game. And we are through 4.5 innings. Otters trail by 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Through 4 here at Ozinga Field. J.J. Cruz will step into bat here in the 5th inning to begin the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, guys, that bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evansville locations, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Cruz is at the plate in the 5th when Graham Brown was caught stealing. There's officially some full action going on in the Windy City bullpen. Cruz will reset his count as he awaits the first pitch from Worley here in the 5th. That pitch misses way up and away. And the count will be 1-0. Otters have gotten a good start from Ryan Wiltsey. He's through 4, giving up a couple of runs. It's offense's time to try to pick him up as that pitch is swung through by Cruz. Counts 1-1. Cruz has been excellent for the Otters this year, especially really kind of as he found his power stroke in mid-June and really started to find some gaps. 1-1, checked his swing. Evens the count up at 1-1. Had his first home run on June 14th. Since then has hit 9 home runs, including his 3 home run game in Schaumburg. 2-1, foul tipped. Right back, and the count's 2-2. Since then, it's just been consistent at getting hits. hits in 8 of his last 9 ball games. A couple of multi-hit games in there, including 2 in the finale against New York. 2-2. That misses high, and now it's 3-2. Drew a walk earlier in this game. Now the count's full here. Jared Campbell awaiting on deck for Evansville. Worley winds and delivers the payoff pitch. That one fouled back up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count still full to J.J. Cruz. Worley disagrees again. Now agrees, winds, and delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Cruz goes down swinging after a good at-bat. And there's one away. And that's going to do it for Worley. Pitches 4 1/3, a scoreless baseball. They will go to their bullpen after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Windy City called the bullpen. Carson Plumador on the mound. Behind the plate, Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So it is Plumador who does, in fact, follow Worley's performance. Last time out for Plumador, he went 2 innings, didn't give up a run, faced 7 batters in those 2 innings, struck out 1. Enters with 26 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 19 walks, a 5.88 ERA. He'll face Jared Campbell first as the first pitch finds the zone, and Campbell will start behind 0-1. Campbell struck out looking his first time up to end the second. The 0-1 pitch swings through that one, and now the count's 0-2. Plumador, a couple of outings ago when he followed Worley, went an inning and a third, allowed 2 earned runs on 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. On August 3rd, that one misses high. No, called strike 3. And there's 2 away. Get from up here, it's hard to see height at times, but it's 2 away for Crix Taveras. I was trying to say about 4 outings ago, went 2 innings, allowed 2 earned runs on a hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts. That one finds his own at Crix's knees. He'll start behind 0-1. Taveras' first time up, hit the ball well up the middle, but it was the shortstop Dunlap who was there to backhand or grab it and spin throw over to first. 0-1 pitch swung through, and Plumador quickly ahead of another batter, 0-2. Plumador in 26 innings has 19 strikeouts to 19 walks. at a 20th strikeout now after that one of Jared Campbell. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one lined towards the left, but it's going to get out of play, and we'll do it again. Plumador does have a very sidewinder delivery. Works from the far third base side of the rubber. The next 0-2, that one misses way outside. Good take. Counts now 1-2 to Taveras. Talked about how good Crix Taveras has had of a week. Trying to mount a 2-out rally as that one's a soft looper into center. It's going to bring in Sandel and Thurman. It'll be Thurman who ends up making the catch for out number 3. So the Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th. Otters still, or head to the bottom of the 5th, sorry. Otters still trail by 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember that bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evansville location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. It'll be 2-3-4 against Wiltsey here in the bottom of the 5th. Wiltsey threw 4 innings. He's given up a couple of runs. He has 7 strikeouts. It's Michael Sandel. First pitch to him finds the zone. He'll start in front of him 0-1. All 3 batters set to face him in this inning are 1 for 2. Sandel with a single back in the first inning as that one finds the zone as well. Now it's 0-2. Wiltsey working quickly. The 0-2 pitch. That one he takes low and away. Didn't chase at it. Wiltsey's given up 5 hits. He's walked 3, struck out 7. 1-2. Another off-speed pitch low and away. Sandel didn't chase, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Ryan Wiltsey. Swung on a miss for strike 3. German American Bank strikeout number 8, and there's 1 away here in the 5th. So with 1 away, it'll be James Dunlap. Dunlap 1 for 2 with a single. Had a hit taken away from him by JT Benson his last time up. First pitch, Wiltsey out in front 0-1. Great pitch. Again, Wiltsey really finding his zone here. He gave a couple of walks in the first inning, a walk in the second, hasn't walked anybody since. 0-1, that one's lined towards right. Benson's going to take a look at it, but it's going to get out of play, and it's 0-2. Good crowd here in Windy City this Saturday night. Filling their party decks. The 0-2, that one goes up and in on Dunlap. So now the count 1-2. Saw Dunlap make a run-saving play at short in the first inning. Since then, Evansville has been struggled to really find anything. That one on a line through the hole between first and second. And that will be a one-out base hit, snapping a streak of 7 straight Thunderbolts set down. So it's Daryl Ruiz. He's also 1 for 2 in the game. His solo shot made it 2-0 in the third. Before the single from Dunlap, he was the last Windy City Thunderbolt to reach successfully. First pitch to him, breaker, backdoor, but didn't find the zone, just a bit wide, and it's 1-0. Ruiz with his 7th home run of the season and his 38th game of the year. 1-0 pitch, fouled off. Counts 1-1. Another big jump from the runner at first being Dunlap. Dunlap has attempted 18 stolen bases this year. He's been caught 7 times. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung through that one. Bit late on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Again, Wiltsey's done what you would have asked him to do. He's very much kept Evansville in the ball game as Nolan Thebe gets up and begins to get warm. And big jump, but no run. 1-2 pitch misses outside and wide, 2-2. This Thunderbolts team not afraid to dance around the base paths. Dunlap got a big jump there, but didn't end up stealing. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Ruiz. First, they check over at first base. Trying to catch him off guard, nothing doing. Ruiz took a second pitch deep to almost center field. Here's the 2-2. Breaker, that one's popped up. Left side, it'll be Dennis Pierce. He's going to call everybody off. Now moving over, but he's able to get under it and bring it in for out number 2. Looked dangerous there for a little bit, but able to get under it. And with 2 away, that runner's still at first base. It's David Mayberry. Mayberry 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Back pick over at first base. Not able to get there. Mayberry will start at 1-0. Seen that a few times from Logan Brown. Again, this Thunderbolts team likes to get big secondaries. He's been close a couple of times, but hasn't gotten anybody out yet. Wiltsey sets. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses just low. It's 2-0 now. So again, Wiltsey fighting from behind in this at-bat. Mayberry has been willing to take pitches. 2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 2-1. Again, he earned a walk and a full count. He also struck out looking his last time up. Runner takes off for second. Pitch is fouled off, so he'll have to go back. And the count will even up at 2-2. Mayberry last night earned a walk, got a hit. Been about in line with what he's done this season. Kind of 281 average. A 391 OBP. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Outer edge, the second strikeout of Mayberry tonight, the 9th for Ryan Wiltsey in the game. And the Otters are through 5 here in Windy City. They trail by 2 as we head to the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WIAR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Through 5 here at Windy City, Otters trail 2-0, but they're to the top of their lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, will step in. He's 1 for 2, that leadoff triple to begin the game. But since then, Evansville has been mostly stifled throughout. First pitch from Plumador finds the zone. He'll start behind 0-1. Again, the side-winding Plumador has had a couple of good starts, but he is still hittable for this Otters squad. 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and in. It's 1-1. Evansville was able to put up 4 runs against the starter Greg Duncan last night. Added 3 more in the 8th inning. So far, no runs through 5. Only a couple of hits. That one finds the zone. Counts 1-2 now to Dennis Pierce. Pierce definitely didn't agree, but either way, he's going to fight from behind. Plumador disagrees. Now comes set. Works specifically from the stretch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. That one misses outside. Good take. It's 2-2. Tried to get him on the slider. Again, the sidewinder Plumador. Be really tough on these right-handed hitters. Here's the 2-2. Misses low and away. Count runs full. Another good battle here from Dennis Pierce. Here's the payoff pitch to Pierce. Foul tipped it back into the glove. There's one away. Just couldn't get it through. With 1 out, it's up to JT Benson. Benson 0 for 1, grounder out at his first time up, flew out to right his second time. First pitch to Benson, that one misses low. So he'll jump out in front 1-0. One-0 pitch, that one lined directly to center. Well struck, but right to Michael Sandel, and there's 2 away. Hit the ball on the nose. Can't really hit it much better, but unfortunately, when it's right to the defense, it can really get you. So with 2 away, it's LJ Jones trying to spark a 2-out rally now. Plumador's worked 4 quick outs. First pitch to Jones, finds the zone. He'll start behind 0-1. Again, the Otters only 2 hits on the game. They've drawn a walk. That one misses inside. Good take from LJ Jones there. It's 1-1. Reached once on an error as well, but other than that, been set down pretty quietly. 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing. Didn't go. That pitch misses low. It's 2-1. Jones singled his first time, or second time up after striking out his first time. Got all the way to third before being stranded there. That one misses outside. Another good take from Jones. It's 3-1 now. On deck is Logan Brown. Brown had a really clutch home run against this Windy City team back at Bossy Field in the third game of those 3 games, that all of them were played at 7 innings. Initially, first game was rained out. Doubleheader was supposed to be played on the second day. Second game got suspended to game 3. 3-1 pitch. Takes that one low. Ball 4. Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar. There's a 2-out base runner for Evansville. As I was saying, whenever a game is resumed, the second game played that day will be played for 7 innings. We saw that obviously with the Windy City game, but we also saw it with the resumption of the Lake Erie game that wasn't resumed until a game that was played in May wasn't resumed until late July. Now it's Logan Brown here, 2-out base runner. First pitch to him. He takes that one as it misses low and away. He's out in front 1-0. Big spot here. Top of the 6th. Otters trail by 2. 1-0 misses outside. It's 2-0. Brown's going to force Plumidor to come at him. Doesn't look like there's anybody warm in the Windy City bullpen. And now a quick conversation between Beadle and Plumidor. He's missed 6 straight pitches. 4 straight to L.J. Jones. 2 straight now to Logan Brown. A couple of quick outs, but now Evansville's trying to threaten here in the top of the 6th inning. Trying to get some runs back, if not be able to tie it up here. Logan Brown representing the tying run at the plate. Again, fresh off his 2-hit game last night. He's 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Two-0 pitch, swings that one high, pop-up, but out of play. It'll be an overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count 2-1 to Logan Brown. Defense playing normal depth for Brown. That pitch misses low and away. It's 3-1. He watched that one go. Gave a little head nod saying it wasn't a strike. It's now a 3-1 pitch to the Otters catcher. Keenan Taylor awaiting on deck. 3-1 pitch. That one's well struck into left. It's going to send Thoroman back, but he's going to be able to have enough room to bring it in for out number 3. So the Otters get a 2-out runner, but can't do anything with it. We're through 6.5. Otters trail by 2. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound for Ryan Wiltsey as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters called to the bullpen is Nolan Thebe. Thebe on the mound, Logan Brown behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repairs. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repairs, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Wiltsey exits after going 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, struck out 9 batters. And now Nolan Thebe enters. First pitch is to Grant Thoroman, who initially squared on a bunt but pulled it back. He'll start behind him 1-0. Phoebe's been really good out of the Otters bullpen as of late. That one runs inside. Thurman had to get out of the way of it. It's 2-0. Four and a third straight scores for Nolan Thebe after his outing against Lake Erie, where he faced 3 batters and gave up 3 earned runs. 2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. So back in the count at 2-1 now. Simpson has really settled in. 5 strikeouts and a walk in those 4 and a third. That one finds the zone at the knees, and the count's evened up at 2. Thurman didn't think so. He's shaking his head at the plate, now calls time. Thebe overall in the season entering with a 3.30 ERA. His 27th appearance of the season. He's pitched to as I mentioned, a 3.30 ERA. He's pitched 32 and 2/3 innings, 34 strikeouts, just 16 walks. Comes set, now delivers the 2-2 pitch to Thurman. That one, a high pop-up towards the left side. Pierce and Cricks over towards it. Tavares going to call Pierce off. He's going to run for it. It's going to land in foul territory. He's not going to be able to bring it in. So Thurman does get an extra life, but the Otters catch a break because if that thing landed in fair territory, it's at least a double, if not more, for Thurman. Thurman, who just ran from home to second base, is going to take his time getting back. Tavares ran a long way from shortstop trying to make that play. Called Pierce off, but just overran it just a little bit. So Thebe steps back on the rubber. Thurman back into the left-handed batter's box. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That one called, strike 3 on the outer edge. German American Bank strikeout for Nolan Thebe, the 10th of the game for the Otters pitching staff, and there's one away. There is some action out in the Windy City bullpen. Caleb Rydell out there warming up, the southpaw. With one away, it's Jalen Greer. First pitch to him. Swings through that one. He's behind 0-1. Rocky start on his return to the lineup. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. On the season, entering the ballgame, a .278 batting average, couple of home runs. 0-1 pitch. That one misses just outside, and the count will even up at 1-1. Thebe, who works from the stretch, comes set, takes a deep breath, now delivers the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball. That one finds the zone on the inner half. Now the count's 1-2. Greer at third base tonight. Inserted for Serratos, who played last night. One-two pitch. Just missed. It's 2-2. Saw Greer back for a couple of games in June, right before he got hurt and missed about a month and a half. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back German American Bank strikeouts for Nolan Thebe. Greer's third strikeout of the game, and there's 2 away. And now it's Josh Gibson stepping in 0-for-1 with a walk. Doesn't have a hit yet this series, but he's earned a couple of walks. He's had a couple of stolen bases as well. Here's the first pitch to Gibson. Fastball, middle. Jumps out in front of him, 0-1. Gibson flew out his last time up to left field. Good enough to send Taylor back all the way to the track, but just missed being a home run. That one misses just outside. Counts evened up at 1-1. Here is that 1-1 pitch to Gibson. Finds the zone. It's 1-2. Thebe, who spent 4 years in college between Montana State and Jessup, gets Josh Gibson a go down swinging. Thebe strikes out the side. And we're through 6 here at Ozinga Field. Otters still trail by 2. Time to get some runs as we head to the final 3 frames here on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Final 3 frames here at Windy City. Otters trail 2-0. Their pitching has been excellent so far tonight, but their offense has been mostly stifled. Got started hot with a leadoff triple from Dennis Pierce, but since then, only a hit, a couple of walks. Stranded some runners in scoring position, but they just haven't had a ton of opportunities. It'll be Keenan Taylor to lead us off. Here in the 7th inning, Carson Plumador still out there. First pitch to him. That one's hit well and deep into left. That one's deep. That one's back. Is it fair? That one is foul. And Andy McCauley is instantly in the third base umpire's face. He thought it was fair for sure. Dario Rivero, the umpire down at third base, made the call initially. That one easily had the distance. But according to Rivero, it didn't have the straightness. And if McCauley had his way, you'd think he'd challenge it, but unfortunately no challenges here at the Frontier League level. And McCauley's got to be careful. He might get tossed here. Still up in the face of Rivero. He is certain that thing was fair. So Keenan Taylor's still standing at first base, but he's going to have to go back and hit. McCauley with his helmet off, still yelling in the face of Rivero. And now Tyler Melhop, the first base umpire, walked all the way over there to kind of try to step in the middle of it. Two umpires and McCauley still having a conversation. Now they'll walk away, and now we're going to have a conference between the two umpires and the home plate umpire as well. Obviously, the first base umpire probably not going to be in a spot to override that call, but if the home plate umpire saw it differently, he could, in theory, overturn the call and call it a home run. Again, the length was easily there. That thing was belted. It was only a matter of if it was fair or not. The third base umpire, Dario Rivero, initially called it foul. And now there's a conference between between the three umpires. Taylor, who didn't get a hit last night, over 2 so far tonight with 2 pop-outs to second base. Otters still without a run. They trail 2-0 here in the top of the 7th. That was a chance to break onto the scoreboard. Long conversation here between the umpires, though. So there is something they're talking about. And now they're going to talk with the manager of Windy City. That being Toby Hall. Now they're all now the home plate umpire and the third base umpire having conversations with Toby Hall. Now looks like Hall's upset with something. Trying to give him an explanation of something. You wonder if, I don't know exactly the rule, but you wonder if they don't know? I don't know. They're going to call it a home run. Toby Hall's been ejected. So Keenan Taylor gets the home run after it was overturned. The lead is cut in half, and Toby Hall gets ejected. What a turn of events for the Otters. Keenan Taylor launches his 9th home run of the season. A ball that was initially called foul by the third base umpire Dario Rivero. Home plate umpire Gabriel Alfonso must have overturned it, and they give Taylor the home run. And now the Otters trail 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. And now Toby Hall has been ejected. What a turn of events. And now Graham Brown's going to be up to follow that. Oh, and Toby Hall is throwing a fit. He just threw a bucket of baseballs onto the field. Crowd loved that. Oh, he's throwing a second bucket of baseballs onto the field. Well, someone's going to have to pick that up. I know that the Windy City dugout's not going to do that willingly at the very least. Still a conversation between the catcher and the pitcher as things start to get squared away. Obviously, someone's going to have to pick up those baseballs. Looks like they're going to get the bat boys out to do it. Again, obviously, the Windy City dugout not going to willingly pick up those baseballs. Well, no matter what the worry or the argument is, the Otters trail 2-1 now. And now the ball boys together are helping pick up those baseballs. And you got to say, Andy McCauley, who was way up in the face of Rivero, smart call, forced the discussion and forced the change. So now it's going to be Graham Brown up next as Keenan Taylor gets his first hit of the weekend, gets the first run on the board for Evansville. And now the Otters have new life in the ball game. Their third hit of the game is a home run for Keenan Taylor, and now Graham Brown is going to step to the plate. First pitch to Graham Brown finds the zone. He'll start from behind 0-1. And now the wiry crowd here at Windy City getting upset even with the strike call. That one called strike 2. Graham Brown really not okay with it. That one looked potentially inside, but now the count's 0-2 to Graham Brown. And now Brown calls time. He'll reset himself. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Takes that one low. Count 1-2. 1-2 pitch. That one's chopped towards third. It'll go foul. And now the home crowd is chanting it was a fair ball, even though obviously it was foul because in protest of the Keenan Taylor call. Count still 1-2 to Graham Brown. Sets, delivers. That one chopped foul towards third. Same spot, same crowd chant. Count still 1-2 to the Otters center fielder. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses high. It's 2-2. That one line deep into left field. That one's going to send Thorman back. That one's to the track. That one's to the wall. That one's off the top of the wall. Graham Brown's rounding first. He wasn't running hard, but he's going to get into second base. And now a Deerhead double-decker double that missed being a home run by about 2 feet, maybe. Maybe even less than a foot. Puts a runner at second base still with no one out. And that'll send out the working manager to get the ball and bring in the new pitcher. The Otters get a home run, they get a double, and now they're threatening to tie it up here in the 7th. We'll head to a break on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Windy City call to the bullpen, Caleb Rydell. Rydell will enter. Zach Beadle behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So after the solo shot from Keenan Taylor and the double from Graham Brown, it'll be J.J. Cruz to face the southpaw Caleb Rydell. He's been one of the best relievers out of the bullpen for Windy City, and he comes in a big spot. Top of the 7th, Otters trail by a run, tying run at second base. Go-ahead run at the plate. He enters with a 2.73 ERA, 68 strikeouts, and just 52 2/3 innings pitched. First pitch to J.J. Cruz finds the zone. He'll start from behind 0-1. Rydell hasn't given up a run since July 22nd when he gave up 3 runs in an inning against Washington. He earned the loss in that outing as well. 0-1 pitch, that's soft on the ground towards short. It'll advance Graham Brown to third. Throw to first is in time. There's one away, but now the tying run only 90 feet away. The Otters were in this spot back in the first inning. You had the runner at third, no one away, couldn't push him across. Now you have the tying run at third, one away. Jared Campbell at the plate. 0 for 2 on the game, but a big chance to get that first hit of the night, or at least just put something into the outfield to score Graham Brown. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one. Called strike one on the inner edge. Plenty of speed over there at third for Graham Brown. Infield is in, of course. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung at a fastball up in the zone. And now Campbell behind 0-2. He's going to need to protect and try to put something in play here as he calls time. Need something big here from Campbell. Rydell comes set, delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three, Campbell's third strikeout of the game. And there's two away, and it's up to Crix Taveras. Now they're going to need a hit or a mistake from Windy City to score. Graham Brown from third. Taveras, who's been so good all week, comes up in a big spot. He's 0 for 2 in the game, a ground out and a fly out. First pitch to him, that one misses outside. It's ball one. He's got Dennis Pierce on deck. Rydell comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That fastball misses outside. It's 2-0. Nothing good take there from Taveras. Rydell works from the far third base side of the rubber. Sets, delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one lined but foul. Up and overhead, an overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 2-1 to the Otters shortstop. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one lined to the left but foul. And now the count's even up at 2-2. Taveras entered the day with a .348 batting average during his short time here with Evansville. Stands in the left-handed batter's box, awaits the 2-2 pitch. Chopped the off-speed pitch just foul. Good job to stay just alive. Taveras calls time. Steps back in. Count 2-2. 2 away here in the top of the seventh inning. Otters down by 1. Runner at third base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul again. Taveras, another good battle here. Thunderbolts got their first run in the first inning. Got their second run in the third inning. Otters got one back here in this inning off the Keenan Taylor solo shot. And the tying run now 90 feet away in the form of Graham Brown. Here's the next 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike three. Rydell gets out of the inning with the lead still intact. So head to the bottom of the seventh. Otters now trail by 1 here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Phoebe finishes up his warm-ups here before the bottom of the 7th inning. Otters now trail by 1. Phoebe just struck out the side in the 6th. He comes back out there for a second inning of work. Again, 2 innings of work, not new to Phoebe at all. Worked 2 2/3 against Florence back on August 2nd in that 1-run loss. Faces the 9-hole hitter Zach Beadles. The first pitch swung through for strike 1. Beadle so far 0 for 2 on night with a couple of strikeouts. Last night went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Phoebe comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one misses just outside. Make it 1-1. Phoebe working from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one popped up in the shallow left field. Out on it is Tavares, still going out. That one's going to be Taylor who dives for it. He can't get it. Tavares is going to have to go grab it. Beadle is at second. He's rounding second, but will stay there as the throw comes in. That one just fell in no man's land. Beadle never stopped running, and it's a leadoff double for Windy City here in this inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Cam Feltz steps in. He's 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a bunt single. So here's the first pitch to Cam Feltz. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Around the Frontier League, Brockton, New Jersey, postponed again. Last night it was due to a water main break. Presume probably the same thing tonight. Here's the 1-0. Squares on a bunt, puts it down into fair territory. Pierce going to barehand it. Throw to first is going to be in time for out number 1. The runner does advance to third base. And now Phoebe's going to have to do what Caleb Rydell did last inning and keep that runner from third from scoring with only 1 out in the inning. And it's Michael Sandel up next. Washington up on Gateway 2-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Florence up on Lake Erie 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Sandel. Just misses low. It's a 1-0 count. Schaumburg losing to New York 7-5. That's only in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mississippi and Joliet into the bottom of the 7th, and Mississippi up 4-2. 1-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. It's going to even the count up at 1-1. This game here, the low-scoring game. One of the two, I suppose. Washington and Gateway technically has 1 less run in it. Here's the 1-1. Foul tipped into the glove. Now Sandel at a 1-2 count. Infield is in. Trying to nail that runner down at home if he goes. Saw L.J. Jones do that on Thursday night. 1-2 pitch on the ground, but foul. Tri-City and 3 Eagles in the bottom of the 8th. Tri-City up 4-3. Sussex County up on Down East 5-1. Sussex County has won 4 straight games against Down East this week. Trying to make it 5. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one lined up the middle for a base hit. A third run will score. So Michael Sandel gives the lead back, gets that run back. 1 away with runner at first base. Now Otters trail by 2 again. And again for Phoebe, started with that bloop double that just is just out of the reach of Keenan Taylor. Dunlap up next. Couple of hits and a line out for him. First pitch on the ground. Pierce, who's playing on the line, gets past him. Sandel rounding second. He'll stay there. Back-to-back singles. Now the runners at first and second, only one away. Again, Pierce was just playing closer to the third base line, and with that, he wasn't in a spot to make that play. So now it's Daryl Ruiz. A couple of runners on. Here's the first pitch to him. Checked his swing, doesn't matter, it's in the zone. He starts behind 0-1. Ruiz 1 for 3 with that solo shot. A couple of pop-outs. The 0-1 pitch foul tipped off the mask of Logan Brown. Now the count's 0-2 as Ruiz takes a short walk around the batter circle. Time called by Ruiz as he tries to reset himself. Now Phoebe sets and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Fourth German-American-based strikeout of the game for Nolan Phoebe. There's 2 away. Runner still first and second. Some low-scoring games across the MLB. The Reds up on the Pirates 2-1 with their closer on the mound. Guardians up on the White Sox 3-1 in the top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to Mayberry. Runner takes off for third. Throw down is not in time. He's safe. Sandel takes third. Dunlap was not running for second. So now runners on the corners with 2 away. First pitch missed. It's a 1-0 count. That one, hard swing, comes up empty. Counts evened up at 1-1. Royals up on the Twins 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Mets beating the Brewers 4-3. They're in the 7th. Cubs and Cardinals on Fox. Cubs are winning 9-0. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled back. Now it's 1-2. Dunlap over at first. Again, getting a sizable lead, but didn't go. Phoebe sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Phoebe gets 5 strikeouts in 2 innings, but a run does score. The lead back at 2. Otters show 3-1 as we head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the 8th. After both teams scored a run in the 7th, Otters still need 2 runs with 6 outs remaining. But they've scored runs in bunches before. They've done it this year. They've done it this series. Scored 3 runs last night in the 8th inning. Chance to do that. If they can do that here again and give themselves the lead, that would be huge. It'll be the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game. Dennis Pierce stepping up to lead off the 8th inning. The Otters got a home run from Keenan Taylor. Graham Brown missed one by about 2 feet. So that one hit near the top of the wall. Windy City scored a run in the bottom of the 7th. Got that run back, so now Dennis Pierce steps to the plate. First pitch against Caleb Rydell. Takes that one middle. He'll start behind 0-1. Rydell comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and away. Counts at 1-1. Pierce had that leadoff triple to start the game. Since then, he's 0 for 2. There's the 1-1. That misses inside. It's 2-1. Just need to find a way to get on base. Get that tying run to the plate. 2-1 pitch. That one misses inside. It's 3-1. So Rydell, who limits the walks, usually limits the walks pretty well. It's a 3-1 pitch. That one hit pretty well into center, but he just got under it. Sandel will move under. He's going to bring it in, and there's one away. That's just one of those that Pierce would want back. Both one out. It's JT Benson. Here's the first pitch to the Otters right fielder, swinging at that one. Good swing at it, but came up empty, and he's behind 0-1. Rydell on the mound, his second year with the Thunderbolts. Last year appeared in 18 games, pitched to a 3.48 ERA. This year has lowered it to a 2.73. 0-1, pop up right side of the infield. First baseman Ruiz is going to call everybody off and camp under it for out number 2. So after a good at-bat from Dennis Pierce, ends up in a fly-out. Quick at-bat there for Benson, ends up in a pop-out. And now it's L.J. Jones with 2 away here in the 8th, trying to keep this inning alive. Assumedly, you would expect the closer Trevin Reynolds to be warming up for the 9th. But the way Rydell's pitched, maybe they'll let him rock for the 9th. Who knows? Second through L.J. Jones first. First pitch inside, good take, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jones. Swings that one high, pop up right side. That one moving towards foul territory. It's going to come back in, but a good read from the first baseman Ruiz, and he brings it in for out number 3. So the Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 8th. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Otters call of the bullpen is Adrian Montilva. Montilva on the mound. Behind the plate is Logan Brown. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Montilva will go out there to try to keep this 1 or 2 run deficit where it's at. Montilva, who missed a lot of time with an injury, was reactivated recently, made his last appearance on June 5th before he left with an injury early in that game. Appeared in his first game back on August 2nd, looked good out of the bullpen, pitched 1 2/3, just faced the minimum. And now he works from the windup. First pitch misses high to Grant Thurman for ball 1. But his last time out against New York, gave up 3 runs in a third of an inning, 1 hit, couple of walks. 1-0 pitch, finds the zone, evens the count up at 1-1. With Montilva, he did a great job as the starter, limiting walks, but last time out just didn't really have a ton of control. It's the 1-1. Another great pitch. Now it's at 1-2. So hoping here to try to find where he's been at for most of the season. Obviously, it's been injury-riddled season. 1-2 pitch. Good check swing from Thurman. It's 2-2. This is his third appearance out of the bullpen. Made his first 4 starts as a starter. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. What you notice when you watched him early in the season is he did a good, obviously limiting walks, but also getting a ton of weak contact. Hopefully he can do something like that here. So he winds and delivers the 2-2. Popped up. That one into foul territory. Logan Brown trying to find it. Looks like he did, and he brings it in for out number 1. Initially, Logan Brown couldn't really recognize it, but eventually did find it. And with 1 away, it's up to Jalen Greer trying to reverse his fortunes tonight. 0 for 3 in his return to the lineup. His first game since June 22nd. Here's the first pitch from Montilva. That one misses high. So it's a 1-0 count. Works quickly, the 1-0 pitch. That misses inside. It's 2-0. Greer had a .278 batting average before he went out with an injury. That one foul tips back in the glove. Make it a 2-1 count. His 35th game of the season. That's chopped towards first. Jones will backhand it. Throw to the running Montilva. It's not going to be in time, and Greer beats it out. So an infield single with 1 away. And it'll be Josh Gibson. A former Otter in his 42nd game with the Thunderbolts here. Montova sets and delivers the first pitch. It's a breaker. Just missed a bit low, and it's 1-0. Gibson still searching for that first hit this series. Does have a couple of walks. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball on the ground, past the hole between L.J. Jones and J.J. Cruz. Back-to-back singles, and there runs at first and second with one away. Big hole on that right side with Jones holding on the runner Greer at first. Gibson just found the hole. It'll be Zach Beadle up next, to doubled to lead off the seventh and eventually came around to score on the Michael Sandel single. His double wasn't that hard hit, just found the hole, stayed up in the air a long time. Taylor just couldn't reach it in time. And now with one out, runners at first and second, Montova really needs to keep any runs from scoring here. First pitch to Beadle. Taken for strike one. So Montova gets out in front early in this at-bat. Montova working from the stretch now, comes set. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. Blew the breaker through him. Got him swinging on an ugly pitch, and it's 0-2. Had Beadle way out in front of that pitch that landed a little bit in front of the plate. So Beadle calls time, now steps back in with the count at 0-2 here. He's 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Montova sets, delivers the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike three, got him on the breaker. And there's two away. First German American Bank strikeout for Adrian Montova in the game. His first since returning from injury. And with two away, it'll be back to the top of the lineup. Cam Feltz will now hit from the right side. Here's the first pitch to him. It's fastball, middle. He's out in front 0-1. Feltz 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts, a bunt single, a sac bunt his last time. It's almost a bunt single there too. 0-1 pitch, backdoor breaker, just misses. It's 1-1. Feltz had a 9-game hit streak broken up after going hitless last night. 1-1 pitch, that one misses high and out. It's 2-1 now. Enters the game with the third highest batting average on the team, just behind James Dunlap and Darryl Ruiz. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one misses high and wide. Now it's 3-1. At risk of loading the bases here if he can't find the zone. Feltz, his second season here with Windy City. He missed some time early in the season, so we didn't see him first time these two teams met up. That one a swinging strike, and the count's full to Feltz. With two away, both runners will get a head start, though. Feltz, this is his 5th season in independent ball, his 3rd year of Frontier League baseball. Played a second half of the 2021 season with Washington. Played the last 2 years in the Pioneer League before joining Windy City in 24. Payoff pitch. That one's lined to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Gibson heading to third. He's going to get in safely. Feltz will slide into second. Add another run to the Windy City lead. They now lead 4-1. The aggressive base running stretches a single into a double. Getting the speed of Feltz showing off there. Big single, extends the lead to 3. And now Montilla, so going to face Michael Sandel, and you really need to get an out here. A hit would add 2 to the lead, and that would really put this one, what it feels like, out of reach. Again, at a 3-run lead, you're still within striking distance. Just get a couple of runners on, and a big fly can change the game. But if you ask for 5 runs in the in the 9th inning, that's a tall ask. So Michael Sandel in the right-handed batter's box awaits the first pitch from Montilva. Works from the stretch. First pitch finds the zone. He's out in front 0-1. Sandel singled in a run back in the last inning. Also singled to lead the charge in the first inning that led to a run. 0-1 pitch. That one's chopped foul. And now it's an 0-2 count to the Windy City center fielder. 2 for 4 in RBI, a run scored. It's also flown out, and he struck out. Montilva's got him at 0-2. He comes set and delivers in the dirt. Sandel wasn't biting, and it's a 1-2 count. Good stop from Logan Brown to keep Josh Gibson over at third base. Sandel back into the right-handed batter's box. Montilva sets and delivers the 1-2. Another off-speed pitch that Sandel lays off. It's 2-2. The infield playing him to pull. Pierce basically on the third baseline, cruises up the middle. Crick's pretty much in the middle of them. The outfield giving him a slight pull shift. Here's the 2-2. That one lined towards right. That one's going to stay fair and get to the wall. It's going to bounce off the wall, and 2 runs will score. Benson will play it off the wall. Sandel will glide into second base. And a 2-out double extends the lead to 6-1. His second and third RBI of the night. That thing, a lot of times you hit to right field, it is tailing, but that thing was as straight as an arrow. I mean, that thing didn't feel like it had any risk of going foul. So they strike for some more 2-out RBIs. Now it's James Dunlap. First pitch on the ground to short. Tavares takes it in on a hop. Throw to first is in time, and that's out number 3. But not before Windy City strikes for 3 more runs. They'll take a 5-run lead into the 9th here on the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the ninth here in Windy City. Evansville trails 6-1. Windy City scored 1 in the 7th to make their lead, give their lead back to 2, and then they scored 3 in the 8th, pushed their lead to 6-1. Caleb Rydell will be out there for his 3rd inning of work. At this point, with a 5-run lead, no reason to use your closer. It'll be Logan Brown to lead it off, followed by Keenan Taylor and Graham Brown. Like I said, gonna need 5 runs, but it's gonna start by just getting on base and passing the baton. Logan Brown, the first one to face Rydell in this inning. He's gotten 5 straight outs, 6 straight outs actually. First pitch to Logan Brown finds the zone. He starts behind 0-1. Rydell entered with a runner at second at base and no one out, got a ground out. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the 8th, and then went 1-2-3, or that was in the 7th, and then went 1-2-3 in the 8th. 1-0 pitch is swung and missed at by Logan Brown. Now it's 0-2. Brown 0 for 2, a sac bunt, a ground out, and a fly out. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the Otters catcher. Misses outside. It's 1-2 now. Rydell sets and delivers. That one on the ground, but right to the shortstop Dunlap. Throw to first is going to nearly pull the first baseman, but it's brought in for out number 1. Looked scary there for a second, but first baseman Ruiz able to keep his foot on the bag, and with 1 away, it's up to Keenan Taylor. Taylor with the lone damage in the game for Evansville with his solo shot. That point made it 2-1. 1 for 3 on the game, a couple of pop-outs along with that home run. First pitch, middle. He'll start behind 0-1. Florence and Lake Erie are now tied on top of the 8th at 6. Lake Erie continues to make late comebacks. Here's the 0-1, swung through that one. And now he's down 0-2 as he calls time. Sussex County up 6-4, about to win their 5th straight game against Down East. Washington did beat Gateway 4-0. Ottawa did beat Quebec 8-3, so they set up a rubber match for tomorrow. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the Otters left fielder. Swings through that one, and he goes down swinging. And there's 2 away. So we get Graham Brown to the plate. 1 for 3, a double. He reached back in the 4th on an error. And that was the final hope for the Otters in this game. First pitch to him. Takes that one middle. Rydell continues to start off with some fastballs in the zone. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swings that one high, pop up towards the right side in foul territory. Ruiz going to try to find his way under it. He's going to come back towards the line, and he's going to catch it for out number 3. So the Otters lose game 2 of the series, 6-1. Sets up a rubber match for tomorrow. Talk about it more on the Papa John's postgame show after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Welcome into the Papa John's postgame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and 96.9 WYAR. So the Evansville Otters drop Game 2 of this three-game set against Windy City. It'll be the second time these two teams face off in a rubber match. It'll be the 8th time this season Evansville will set themselves up for a road series rubber match. Again, they are 0-7 in those games so far this year. The last one was against Ottawa. And it also follows a trend, unfortunately, with the squad where they've now won 7. Actually, they've won 8, I should say, road series openers. And this, for the 8th time this year, they'll be taking that game. Although they lose Game 2, and then they will set themselves up for a Game 3 rubber match. They have not won the first 2 games of a road series, obviously, because they haven't won a road series yet. But man, it's just this team has played so well in Game 1s, these road games. And then for whatever reason, after Game 1 win, they can't follow that up with a Game 2 win. Let's take a quick break here as I close the window for the post-game fireworks they're about to show. All right, welcome back. Now that we have that done. Let's first start off talking about the game. Ryan Wiltsey, what a start he had, a bounce-back start, really. Obviously, he had struggled in his starts before, but tonight went 5 strong innings, did give up a couple of runs on 6 hits and 3 walks, but struck out 9 after last night where Canny struck out 10. You had Yohan Gonzalez in the series finale against New York where he struck out 7. Braden Scott, who will get the start tomorrow, struck out 11 in that opener. So these starting pitchers have been going really well for Evansville, but fortunately didn't get any run support. Nolan Thebe pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 5, didn't walk anybody, but did end up giving a run that really came off a bloop double that eventually came around to score. And then Adrian Montilla pitched an inning and for the second straight time struggled to get consistent outs. Gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, didn't walk anybody and struck out 1, but Windy City really blew the game open in the bottom of the 8th with that 3-run inning. Offensively for Evansville, looked like it was going to start off really well after Dennis Pierce led off with a triple, but they couldn't score him. That kind of indicated the game that Evansville was about to play. They got a runner on with a walk with J.J. Cruz, but nothing did with that. They went 1-2-3 in the 3rd. They got a leadoff single from L.J. Jones. He ended up getting to third base, but Graham Brown would get caught stealing after he was at first base to end that inning. They went 1-2-3 in the 5th. They got a 2-out walk from L.J. Jones in the 6th, but didn't score him there. In the 7th, that was their big inning, a home run from Keenan Taylor, his 9th on the season, his first since June. That was in a game against Gateway. That one was the play that was initially called foul, but it was changed to fair after the discussion between the home plate umpire and the third base umpire. The first base umpire was in there too as well. Graham Brown followed that with a double of his own that missed being a home run by a couple of feet, but he was not scored after Caleb Rydell came in and got 3 straight outs. He went 1-2-3 in the 8th, and then he went 1-2-3 in the 9th. So he came in and got 9 straight outs to end the game and shut out Evansville. Again, Windy City got a run in the 7th and 3 in the 8th to, as I mentioned, really break it open. The Otters finished with 4 hits on the night, tying themselves for the least they've gotten in a game. Windy City had 13. They had a ton of runners on, but again, the Evansville pitching for most of the game did a good job at stranding the runners when they needed to. Ryan Wilson, the first 2 innings, stranded 3 runners in the 1st, 2 in the 5th, and then really settled in. Gave up a home run in the 3rd, and then really settled in after that. So again, Evansville had a chance. They had some really good pitching tonight with Ryan Wiltsey and Nolan Thebe especially. Had a chance to win it, but just couldn't put up runs. And they lose this game 6-1. As I mentioned, it sets up Evansville for their 8th road series rubber match this season. Evansville this year currently 0-12 in road series. They are scratch that. They are 0-14 in road series. 5 of them have been sweeps. One of them was the series against Quebec where they got a win in the final game. One of them was the and then the other 8, have been now rubber matches. 7 of those times, as I mentioned, they won game 1 of the series. So we'll see tomorrow if they are able to break the trend that they've had. And they're going to get Braden Scott on the mound after his outing on Tuesday where he threw 11 strikeouts and shut out the New York Boulders offense. He'll come against this Windy City team trying to do the same, trying to match that. And if he can give them a really good start like he did, like I said, on Tuesday against New York, they'll set themselves up for a really good chance to go out there and get a big win. And again, get themselves their first road series win of the season and really set themselves up for hopefully what can be a fun end to their season. But that'll do it for me here at Ozinga Field. Again, tomorrow it will be an afternoon game. It'll start at 1:05 p.m. Papa John's pregame show will start at 12:45 p.m. And we will get underway then and talk more about who's playing and more about Braden Scott, of course, as he gets to start tomorrow trying to get us our first road series win. But for now, that'll do it for Lucas Macklin. I'm Lucas Macklin signing off on the Otters Digital Network and our 96.9 WYIR. And as always, Otters fans, have a blessed night.